Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here for another one of our working with what's on my desk. So our 7 days of working with what's on our desk. And you know, if you saw my previous video, my pile is huge and I have kind of two piles going on. So what I've done to save a little bit of time, I just pulled out some of the bits that are, you know, floating around on my desk. And actually I had 3 of these envelopes, which obviously, you know, previously I had folded up to make some sort of pouches, and, you know, presumably then got distracted and didn't end up actually doing them. So I've got these here, and then I've just dug out a load of the papers that were also floating around on the desk. And so I thought, let's quickly try and collage these up and make these into, you know, something a little bit more usable. And then that's, you know, that's quite a big sort of lump of stuff really gone from my desk. So I'll do them obviously one at a time, you know, rather than really kind of confuse matters. So I've got here this dictionary definition page, and, you know, again, like I say, this was all just laying about on my desk. So just going to get gluing things straight down onto the envelope to try and save, you know, as much time as possible, because I want to try and obviously get through as many you know, things as possible, because, well, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff to be used that's laying around on my desk. So yeah, let's just get straight on in, you know, with it. So again, just sticking this down, and I really am not going to, well, I say this, I'm going to try not to overthink this at all. I mean, obviously that is, yeah, that's kind of a sticking point for me normally, because I just can't help but overthink things. But I'm going to really try my best to, you know, to just go with it and just glue things down, you know, just with a view to getting rid of them, and really try not to overthink at all. I mean, it is hard if you're a bit of an overthinker like I am, you know, to try not to overthink. I mean, it's nearly impossible, I think. And yeah, I mean, I know I'm not alone, because lots of you do say in the comments, you know, that you struggle with, you know, not overthinking. So yeah, but I'm going to try my very, very best, because, you know, like I say, I just want to get through as much stuff as possible, really. And obviously, as soon as we start overthinking things, it just, you know, makes it very time consuming, doesn't it? And, you know, we can't then really get through things as quick as we might otherwise. Okay. So I'm thinking, should we have some of this? Yeah, that looks quite nice on there, doesn't it? Now I'm just wondering, I've got some other book page, different book page here. Thinking, see, already, like not 2 seconds after saying it, I've already gone into overthinking. So, I mean, it really is hard, isn't it, to not overthink if that's how you normally are. Okay. Oops. I'm also getting glue everywhere in case anyone missed that. Yep. Oh dear. Not a good day at the office, as they would say. Right, let's just pop that down there. Actually, I'm just going to move my phone slightly, because I'm not sure how in frame that was. Okay, hopefully that's a bit better. Right, we're going to have this one here, and then what are we going to have married up with this? I wonder if we could have these spots. Yeah, they look quite nice, don't they? So, I mean, these were papers also that were hanging around on my desk, but I mean, these are, you know, papers that I've been printing when I'm making my digis. I always print, you know, on the back of other things. So that's, hence these have got lots of different sort of patterns and things going on. Oh, isn't that a shame? It's just not going to fit on there. That's a shame. Oh well. Right, let's just go for this. Okay, so that's a bit better. So again, just tear that down. So I'm just going to pop that on like that, and then I'm going to trim it all up afterwards because I'm just doing this, you know, in a super quick way. So any kind of trimming up and tidying up I will do in a moment. So just want to get things down, you know, stuck down on the page really first. Okay. Like that. So I hope everyone's having a good day. Are you joining along? Are you working with what's on your desk? Have you got loads of things on your desk? I mean, maybe you haven't. Maybe your desk is quite clear. Mine sadly wasn't. So I thought it was high time to do another one of these, working with what's on your desk. I mean, I did one last year, like I said previously. And I mean, actually over a year ago, quite a bit over a year ago now. But it was such good fun. And, you know, we just made such an eclectic bunch of stuff that it's, you know, it's really a good fun kind of activity to do, because I don't know about you, but I mean, I sometimes spend so much of my time, you know, trying to match things up and, you know, trying to get the perfect kind of match and things, that actually to just literally randomly pull stuff is a completely different way to kind of work, isn't it? Obviously, it's always fun to do completely different things, isn't it? So, yeah. Right, wondering whether I can have that on here like that. And I've got some of this floral again. Perhaps we'd have that there, and then just fill this centerpiece like that. Or would I prefer it? Maybe I prefer it this way up, actually. Like that. And then like that. Might just have to fill in that little section there, but that's fine. So I have got a bit of a kind of thing going on where everything's like overlapping, but I'm hoping that once we, you know, trim it down and we decorate it up, that's not really going to kind of matter too much. So again, who knows? You know, until you do these things, you just don't know sometimes how they're going to look, do you? But yeah, I mean, hopefully we're just going to turn all of these, you know, scraps and leftover bits into just some really pretty, you know, pretty and scrumptious kind of things instead. So, right, wondering if we could have that there. This one down here. And then this one across the bottom, like that. Or we could have that more in the middle. I mean, I guess what we could do is have a bit more of the polka dot down here. Have that coming out behind there. Okay, let's do that. So, I mean, actually, I have to say this looks pretty rubbish at the moment, but again, I'm just hoping that by the time we finish it, it's going to look awesome. Who knows? It may not. Might look really rubbish even when it is finished. Okay. Let's just pop this one down. Oops. Suddenly realised I haven't stuck this down, but actually what I'll do, I put that under there, like that. Pop this one on. Okay, and then along here, like That's, my gosh, I'm literally getting glue everywhere. And I say this all the time, but I mean, honestly, you just seem to get these times where you're just really, really, really clumsy and really messy. And yeah, it's one of those times for me at the moment. So yeah, very sorry. Right, just wondering whether I definitely want it the way round that I had it. Yeah, let's just pop that down like that. I mean, like I say, hopefully once we've kind of inked it up, decorated it up, you know, put some bits and pieces on there, you know, it's hopefully going to just look quite different anyway. So, you know, hopefully none of this is really going to kind of be too important, you know, where things actually have been glued down. You know, because this is just our kind of base layer. By the time it's, you know, decorated up and we're using it, hopefully the base layer is not really going to matter too much at all. Okay, right, that one there. Right, so that's one done. Obviously it does need trimming, but I think what I'll do is I'm just going to put it down behind me to dry for a bit while we do the other two. So just pop that down behind me. Okay, right, let's put in the next one. So we have this one. So again, I've got these kind of odds and ends here. So again, just going to use up some of this book page that was laying around. And just pop that in like that. Okay. And just want to go round here, like the shape of the envelope as well. Okay. Like that. Just make sure that's not stuck to that flap. Okay. Just tear a bit of this one down. Oh, that looks quite nice like that, doesn't it? So we'll just, again, place this down. Oops. Okay, put that down there. Again, I've just kind of left that overhanging because obviously it's got that white edge that all needs trimming off. So we can trim that off in a minute. Just going to trim, glue this down. Okie doke. Right, this bit. Now I've got this, which was that paper that I kind of made, and I just wondered whether we could have that on there or whether it doesn't go. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Just tear that white edge off. Oh, come on. What do you think? I mean, definitely that's a bit of a stretch for me, and you know, that's not the type of thing that I would normally put together. But I don't know. I don't know whether I like it or not. Let's see. And if we had some book page as well, I'm thinking. Maybe some here. or if we had like the more brown kind of section maybe. Now, am I going to be brave and do this? That's the question. Do you know what? Let's go for it. Let's be brave. So again, just going to put the glue down here. I'm going to actually, I'll just put some glue right around this entire flap. And then I'm going to be able to glue everything on, aren't I? So, okay, right. So this obviously has got this kind of top bit, so I don't really want the white showing. So I need to kind of move it up a bit, like that. Okay. Pop that one down, and again, spread that out a bit with the glue spreader. Like that. Just run a bit down here along that edge, so it's glued on the edge. Okay, pop this one down. Right, probably kind of here-ish, I'm thinking, because this, yeah, we're going to just pop this on in here, like that. Okay. Okay, right. Now obviously I've got quite a lot of gaps on here with the white showing. Again, hopefully once we've trimmed this down and, you know, pieced bits in and inked it up and things, it's hopefully not really going to show too much. So I'm just going to tear this off, I think. Maybe I should just fold it first. Like that. Okay. There we go. And then this piece. Now the only reason I'm doing this is because this is the only sheet of this that I've got. So, you know, I'd quite like to be able to use this on the other side. So that's why I'm, you know, tearing this bit down before I'm cutting the rest, if you see what I mean. So that hopefully I can use this on this side now. I'm just going to wipe my mat down so I'm not tearing my paper, you know, when it's getting stuck to the desk. Okay, so again, let's just take some dictionary. Perhaps we'll just... have that there, I think. And then I've got this little bit that's left now, so we could patch that corner in like that. We could just have this tiny piece poking out here. And then I'm thinking, right, we've got this section. Let's just tear this one down. Oh, I love how that looks, to be honest. Looks very pretty, doesn't it? And then yeah, kind of thinking if we have something maybe here, and then fill that in with, I've got this section of the blue flowers as well. So again, just tear that down. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? Now that, to me, that's very, you know, very adventurous for me. This whole, well, just the addition of this colour, really. It feels quite a, you know, quite an adventurous move for me. Right, let's just pop that in here. Like that. Okay. Right, this is where I've moved my things around and now I'll never get it stuck back down how it was. I mean, that happens all the time to me. you know, you get it exactly as you like it, and then by the time you've actually moved it to glue it, can't ever get it quite back as it was. Okay, so we've got that one there, like that, and then we're going to have this tiny, whoa, tiny piece here in the corner, like that. Okay. Piece like that, and then again just squish that down. Okay, right, let's get this piece. I think needs to go on next. Sometimes it's tricky, isn't it, working out which pieces need to go on in which order, and you know, it kind of sometimes is all about that, isn't it, putting them on in the right order. Don't need it quite as far over as that, so we'll just have that like that. Okay. Then we're going to have this piece. Whoa, sorry, I'm dragging in bits of lace there. Okay. And then the final piece is, of course, this one here, which we could even have that sort of more lopsided, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's then upside down. So, yeah, I'm going to have it like that, I think. So, again, just put some glue down here. Okay. Right, and try and just kind of piece that in as best we can. Right, okay, looking good, I think. I think. Obviously, like I say, I mean, sometimes you can't really tell until we've then, you know, trimmed it all down and, you know, kind of cut it to shape and size. But yeah, I mean, definitely very different look to the first one that we did, which is good because we don't want to have them all looking the same, do we? That would be pretty boring. Okay, right. So again, just going to pop this one down behind me to dry off before we trim it down. So I've got the third one now. So we'll just pull that one in. Okay. Right, what other papers have I got here? Okay, I've got some of my Savile Row. So again, these are, you know, some that I've obviously got, you know, partially, or not partially printed, but, you know, when I was trying to get the printing to, you know, to go right or how I wanted them. So just thinking, let's just get that whole sheet of the dictionary definition page. Not dictionary definition page. It's a thesaurus page. And again, just going to go right around this whole flap and then a bit here. Okay, let's just pop that on like that. Okay, like that. And then let's just have this one here, and just going to piece in just a little corner down there, just with some slightly different stick page. Yeah, just going to have that kind of there. Okay, like that, and then this whole huge piece we'll have along here. So, sorry, I don't think I mentioned the first paper that I used, that pink floral, that's from my Claridge's background papers. This is from my Savile Row, and the one that I used last, that blue one, you know, with the flowers, that's from my Melrose Garden. So just in case you were, you know, interested in what papers they were, I suddenly realised that I hadn't said. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful. Might have a bit of this polka dot on here actually, to just again introduce something a bit different and mix it up a bit. That's quite nice, isn't it? And then shall we have book page, or shall we have more of the Savile Row? Oh, I think more of this actually. Let me see whether I would have enough with this. It would have to go very, very skew F, which is a bit weird. Oh, that's not too bad, I guess. Okay, we'll do it like that. So, and again, I'm just going to glue around this shape here. Oh, could do with filling my glue up. So yeah, I'll do that in a second. Guess I've used a lot of glue so far already. Okay, right. Got that one there. And then we'll just glue this one down. Yeah, hopefully we'll just be able to get this stuck on before needing to actually top the glue right up. So pop that on there. Okay, right, looking good so far, I think. Like that. And then that's going to fold up like that. So again, we can do the back now. Might just trim this down actually. Okay. Right, so we've got this massive section here left of the Savile Row. We've got some more of the polka dots, which, you know, it's nice to have kind of similar going on the front and the back, isn't it? Okay, and then we can just incorporate the book page. So hopefully that, like that. Oh, isn't that typical? It just isn't quite big enough. That's just so annoying, isn't it, when things like that happen? Okay, let's just pull in some more. So I'll just try it again. Try it with the dictionary definition. I don't know why I keep on calling it that. Sorry. The thesaurus page. Yeah, thesaurus page. And then some of that polka dot, I think, over there. Maybe it would be better that way. Actually, maybe better over there. And then let's just see. Okay, I wonder if I could just piece in a little tiny bit of book page there as well. So then just grab that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that looks good. Right, let's glue this down. Oh, come on, glue. Let me just finish these pieces first before you run out completely. I mean, obviously this has been a glue heavy project, hasn't it? You know, these 3 envelopes, we've used a lot of glue, I guess. Okay. Okay, there's that one, and then we'll just have this one here. Okay, and then we want to have this little piece that we're just using as a little fill-in piece. Okay. Right, I'm just going to kind of put this here so as I know roughly height-wise where this one needs to go. So that here, and then, yeah, then it'll be covered up completely like that. So, yeah, looking good. Just press that glue down. Okay, and then this piece here. And just go around there. Okay. Whoa, sliding around there. Okay. And then this great big piece here. Like that. Oh, I'm only just going to make it, aren't I, before the glue runs out. So, yeah, definitely need to top this up in a second. Oh, I'm just pleased that I managed to do the three envelopes, to be honest. Okay. So, like that. Okay, looking good, right. I am going to top my glue up, and I will trim these down so as they look a bit neater, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I'm back and I've cut them all down. Now I have to say they're looking very tatty because all of them had this situation here where the inside, you know, the flap got stuck to the inside. But, you know, it's fine. It's not a problem at all. And weirdly, I just had this kind of idea when I was cutting this one out that I thought, I'm going to make a folio from this instead of a pouch. So let me move my camera slightly again. What I thought that I could do, I've got these couple of cards. Again, these were buried on my desk. They're nothing that I have bought in. They were, you know, from the pile. And what I thought that I could do, because as you can see, this is not the size of the envelope. So, of course, you know, my first thought was tuck this in here and have it like that. It looks fine. But I mean, of course, it's not the same size as the rest. So what I'm kind of thinking is if I move that up like that, and then I've got another one, which again was on the pile on my desk. There were actually 3 of them, so I have another one too. And tuck that in like that, and I would have 2 little flaps there. You know, could close either over or under that. So I thought that might work quite nicely. Now, obviously, you know, being stingy, I don't really need to kind of use the entire, you know, width of the card. So I think what I'm going to do is just cut it down kind of like a couple of inches in, so as I preserve some of that, you know, that we might be able to use as pockets or something elsewhere. So I'm just going to cut this down. So this card was from, you know, like a card making pack. So it's 5 by 7 in size. I've coffee dyed it, obviously, and yeah, that's kind of all it is. And I mean, this is great because you know that it's going to be pretty robust because, of course, it, you know, it's for card making. So I mean, it's designed to be pretty, you know, pretty strong to be able to open and close your cards multiple times. So it's a good bet. Right, just going to neaten up this edge. I mean, I'm going for quite rustic here and quite grungy, so I'm really not, you know, I'm not worried if this is looking, you know, a little bit kind of tatty or anything. You know, that's hopefully, you know, the look that we're going to be going for. So just decide which way round I want my card. Okay, So something like that, I'm thinking. So all I'm going to do is literally glue that in. So I've topped up my glue, obviously, and I'm just going to glue that entire piece into this section here. Oops, like that. Okay. Oh, I should have got myself another wipe whilst I had the camera off, and yeah, it was kind of on my radar that I needed to get another wipe and then just totally forgot. So just squish that down, press it down, make sure it's kind of gluing in. Okay, so that's our first flap, and then our second one, obviously we're going to have tucked in, effectively like on top of that, like that. I mean, we could chop it down and have it not so big. That's another kind of option. Should we do that? I don't mind it being that big, to be honest. But perhaps I will, because I'm thinking then I could use it somewhere else as well. So, again, it's all about sort of, multiple chances to use it, really. Just cut that one down, and then we're just going to glue this one in there like that. Okay, so I love how that's going to be working so far. I mean, this is very kind of off the wall. I haven't really, it hadn't occurred to me to do this until literally I was about to switch the camera on, and I thought, oh, just spotted those. I wonder what I could do with them. So it just seemed like quite a good use of these. Okay, right. Pressing that down like that. Okay. Okay, right. Let's get rid of those bits. So that's our kind of opening flap there. And then, of course, you've got your pocket in there. So already, we've already got stuff going on in this folio. And actually, I've just realised it's going to open that way out. I mean, not that that matters. It's absolutely fine. It just means we've got kind of the smaller flap at the top. But, that's absolutely fine. Right. So we want to now fill in this inner section and put some bits there. So again, just having a look to see what's on my desk. It's all about using things that we've got floating about. I've got this envelope here. It's not really going to work. Let me just see whether I've got any other envelopes or anything like that here. Oh, it's got some more of this. Oh, little pretty flower. That's going to look good on there somewhere, isn't it? Right, must try and remember the bits that I'm pulling out, which actually as well, I found this and I thought that's going to look quite nice on there. So where shall I keep these bits? I've got also this, which is some 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, like a remnant, where I've just used this piece. And I thought actually this goes quite nicely with this paper as well. So, I mean, I could just kind of make a little pocket from this, to be honest. Should we do that? Yeah, let's just do that. So I'm just going to, fold it over roughly where it needs to be, and then just going to cut it up here and just hope for the best, really. Okay, and just trim that down here. Okay. So if that was to go here, for instance, right. So, I mean, it can come in a lot because it's pretty big so far. So, yeah, can probably bring it in quite a bit. So, just let's have a first bash and see how this looks. Okay. Yeah, quite like that. So I'm just going to trim it down slightly on the top because again it's a bit tall. Okay, right, let's bin these little bits here. Okay, so that's quite nice, isn't it? Now we've got obviously some more of this paper, so we could do like a double pocket. So I'm just going to tear this little strip off of the edge, you know, where it's been in the pad. Like that, okay. And I'm thinking we could just, yeah, make another sort of pocket here. I'll just bring that in. We'll just cut that down. Okay. Right, let's get rid of this. Okay, right, let me just neaten this edge up because, wow, not made a good job of that at all. Oh, it still looks horribly crooked. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much because I will probably put lace all over this and then you won't really see it, to be honest. Right. Yeah, so I'm thinking they could go like that in there, which would be quite nice, wouldn't it? I'm just going to check. Could do it more like that so we get rid of all that glittery pattern. Yeah, I think I prefer it like that, to be honest, which is a shame because, of course, we're getting rid of all of this. But, you know, I think it looks better, to be honest. Right, so again, I could just glue this down. I could actually stitch it. Yeah, I'm just going to glue it, to be honest. So just going to glue down like that. Okay. Like that. Right. So yeah, I'm liking how that looks. Plus that was another scrapbook, you know, whole 12 by 12 scrapbook remnant that's gone now from the pile to the side of me. So, you know, that's really good. We're making progress with our scraps. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to be gluing this into here. I just want to check it's going to be the right height. I think it might still be slightly on the tall side. So I think it's this piece here. Just take that down. Okay. Right. Okay, yep, I'm loving how that looks. And then obviously we've got this piece that, you know, was from that, or this flap. So we could even have this tucked in on one of these. And it would be like that. Or I wonder if we could have it this way round. Yeah, I quite like it like that. It would just need to come down fractionally here. So we just cut that down like that. And then that can just go there, which, how cool does that look? Okay, so I'm loving how that all is. I'm going to just trim this down slightly because, again, we don't really need all of that. It's just massive. I think I like it best with this coffee dyed piece showing. So let's just glue this one down. Okay. Like that. I mean, obviously, if you're thinking, oh gosh, that doesn't go at all. I was about to say, please don't worry, hopefully it will go. But that's the key word there, hopefully. Hopefully it's going to go in a minute when we ink it all up. Because, of course, this bright turquoisey colour, you know, will then look much more vintage and hopefully just blend in a lot better with the other papers. So, yeah, that's the plan. So that's going to go there. Right, liking how that looks. Right, then we want obviously something on this side. So let's just have a look. So I've got this which obviously, as you can see, this is some coffee dyed paper, which actually has got some patterned paper on the back. But again, I'm just thinking, you know, for the sake of this, you know, this particular project, we might like to use the coffee dyed side, which, you know, that's fine, isn't it, to mix it up and use different, or use things differently to, you know, how you'd expect perhaps, or, you know, as you originally planned. So just going to glue this pocket, or these pockets. Oh my gosh, I'm just constantly falling off the edge of that paper with the glue. That just happens sometimes, doesn't it? Okay, so just need to make sure that they're kind of, you know, that's kind of up against that fold like that. Okay, so again, just going to go in with the glue and then just squish that down all around. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh, loving how this is looking so far, I must say. Yeah, I mean, it's quite an eclectic kind of look. You know, we've got quite a few different kind of papers and colours and things like that going on. But, I mean, I'm hoping it's going to look really gorgeous by the time it's done. So, yeah. Right, that's that piece. Okay, right, so for this, obviously to go onto the, you know, the face inside. Have I done that again? Look, what am I doing? Okay, so it's going to go this way up. Ah, look, that's what I've done. The back is kind of upside down if the front is up the right way. Okay, well, I mean, that doesn't really matter to me, to be honest. So, yeah, I'm going to have it up this way, which was the way I originally thought it was, because then the front at least is up the right way, which I guess that's how it should be, isn't it? The front at least up the right way. So this one, I'm thinking if I fold this over, double it up, that would form a pocket here, which that's quite cool then. We could use some of the dictionary page to form another pocket. Like behind there. That's quite nice, isn't it? And then we'd want to cover this up obviously with something, because at the moment it's not really looking too good. So I've got here some of my platform number 2 paper. I wonder whether, I mean, that again is not a bad match, is it? I mean, I'm not overly keen on the green showing, but I mean, if I glue that in like that, that green is not particularly showing anyway. Or I've got this section actually with the numbers showing, which again, if I just glue it in like that, then those numbers aren't, or you know, those the green is no longer a problem. So let's do that. Okay, so again, just going to apply some glue here. You know, and then this is another complete piece of paper gone. Well, not complete actually, there's still some left, but you know, another piece of paper dipped into at least. So, you know, we really are kind of hopefully using up quite a bit that's been laying around here for a long time. Okay, again, just pressing that down, you know, and to be honest, don't forget, you know, this is going to be inked. So all being well, this is going to look quite different once it's actually inked up. I'll use my little spreader here. I'm going to paper clip this down because it's very annoying because I keep catching it with my, well, with everything, to be honest. So let me just see if I've got a paper clip handy on this side. No, I haven't. Let me just grab one from my little organiser tray. Yeah, it just kind of needs holding closed. Oh, I've got this big pink one actually. Do you know, I might use that. Oh, how pretty does that look? Right, okay. So that's that. Okay. Right, so just going to, again, kind of tear this section off. Okay. I think it needs to come in slightly more. Okay, right, just tear that down here. And then the pockets, I'm just going to glue this one down. Like that. Okay, and that pocket is going to go here. So I'm just going to trim this down slightly on this side. Like that. And then just trim it down slightly on this side as well. So like that. Okay, so and I can just, you know, I can just trim that up again in a minute. So that's that pocket there. Okay. And then this one we're going to have as another pocket, just sort of over the top basically of this one, like that. So, yep, quite liking how that all looks. I'm just again going to just trim this off here. I realise it's going to need trimming further, but just as a first kind of attempt, just glue that in like that. Okay, right, let's just now, again, oops, just get my glue spreader. Okay, right. Wow, my table is super messy from all this glue that's just constantly oozing out everywhere. Oh dear. Okay, right, so we're going to then just glue these two pockets in. So let's glue this one in first. Oops. Sorry, just had to pull that little bit of glue out. Sometimes those glue, or the glue gets those kind of almost like stringy bits of glue, doesn't it? And you just need to kind of dislodge that. And then it works fine. So we're going to have this one down here like that. Okay. Okie dokie, and across there, and then up here, like that. So that's the first pocket there. Okay, and then the next one, you just have like just in front, like that. So again, just glue that down. Oops. Glue that down here. Okay. Like that. Okay, right. Looking good so far. Yep, like how that's looking so far. So again, just glue that down on that edge. Okay, right, looking good. So press that down. Okay, so I've just got to obviously trim it down and, you know, neaten it up along this edge now. So just where those pockets are overhanging slightly and the paper. And just trim those down like that. Okay. Right, love how that looks. Really, really, really nice. Okay, so then I can just have a look and see what I've got laying about on the desk, which of course, you know, still have a ton of stuff. Haven't haven't made much of a dent so far. So I've got here some of my book plates. So, yep, let's just use these. I mean, these ones have been coffee dyed, so they're looking really nice. Oops, they've been coffee dyed so much I can't now see where the kind of shape ends are. Okay. Oh my goodness, I have made such a terrible job. Terrible job of cutting that. Okay. Right, I'm just going to sort of put that there for a moment. Let's cut out the next one. Okay. Okay, right, so we've got 2 book plates there, so they're going to definitely look good on here. So it might have this one here on the cover somewhere. Again, you know, don't know what I'm doing with the cover. So actually, I think what I'm going to do is just gather up all of the bits that I'm going to be using in here. And then it might be that I will have to do these off camera because, yeah, I might just be kind of then, you know, running low on time. So I'm going to put all of the bits that I'm going to use to decorate this whole folio up here. I've got this paper as well, which this is just some background paper that I'd stamped, but again, I'm sure I can use that somewhere. I've got a teeny little bit of that polka dot there, which, yeah, I mean, it's really hardly worth mentioning, but, oh, well, might just use it. I've got some more of the Savile Row there that's just been coffee dyed. I always feel a bit weird about mixing the coffee dyed and the non-coffee dyed pieces. So, you know, I might not actually be able to bring myself to use that because it may just feel like it doesn't really go. And then I've got some of these tags that we've made these in a mass making. I never actually got around to finishing mine, I've got to be honest. I've got obviously book page here. I've got a pocket here that's, you know, ready. I've got some coffee dyed paper. Oh, I've got another book plate. That might be, you know, a bit too massive. What else have I got here? Just having a quick look through. Oops, a Tim Holtz person. Some more of the paper. Got some flowers. Got a little kind of thingamajiggly. So, I mean, literally all I'm doing is pulling in anything which, you know, vaguely looks like it might just tone slightly. You know, I don't know whether it's going to. It might look absolutely hideous, but if it's, you know, looking like it has any kind of potential to possibly go somewhere in here, it's coming in. You know, and then I'll decide obviously a bit further down if it's going to go or not. So yeah, just pulling in any old thing here, any old thing at all that's just sat here. What else do I have? I mean, honestly, it's like an Aladdin's cave up on my desk. It's so full of stuff. Got lots of acetate pieces there. Oh, I've got some stamped pieces. I have this black, which, yeah, might not really go. What else have I got? I've got this one. Oh, I've got more book page, would you believe? Honestly, no wonder it's all collapsing and falling down constantly, this pile. It's pretty full on up there, isn't it? Yeah, pretty full on. Oh, I've got this scrapbook paper, which actually that would probably go as well. Okay, what else? I mean, to be honest, I've got quite a bit here. Don't know really as I even need any more, but we'll just pull in anything and everything that, you know, even looks like it's slightly going to go. Oh, it's got some doilies here. I've got some pearly bits. Okay, what else have I got? Okay. It's got this sheet of kind of collagey printable. Okay, what are these? Got these. Oh, it's so shocking. I mean, when you start looking and think, oh my goodness, look at the stuff that I've got on my desk. This is just, oh, verging on embarrassing. I mean, well, I say verging. I mean, for most people, it actually wouldn't be verging, would it? It would actually be outright embarrassing. But, you know, being a crafter, I kind of think, oh, it's expected almost. Right, let's see. Okay, so we're probably coming towards the end now of what we've got that might possibly work in here. Are we? Are we? You know, I say it and then, oh, lo and behold, I just find even more stuff. So, yeah, I've got these bits to the side. Oh, I've got a cluster here that looks like it might go. Got these bits. Oh, I've got more of that. Got some birds. Oh my goodness, I mean, it's just never ending, honestly. The stuff I've got is, you know, it's actually quite shocking that it even fitted on the desk. I mean, I know the desk was full, but, you know, come on. This is, yeah, it's a lot of stuff here. Right, okay, so that's that. I've also got some more stuff to the side of me, so, I mean, I've potentially got more things there. But I think I've got quite a bit right here. Right now, so I probably don't really need to bother too much about what's, you know, still to the side of me. But yeah, so I'm going to go off and try and finish this folio up, and then I will show you this hopefully in the next video if I've finished it. I might not have done, in which case it will just be, you know, when I have finished it. So yeah, I hope that you found some inspiration somewhere. I mean, we've certainly you know, pulled a lot of things out. Like I say, it's no visible dent in the pile so far, but just going to finish off making a super eclectic folio. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys soon. Thanks then. Bye.